Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is The Last Hope Scar, Season 1, Episode 37, Hunting the Cult. We shall begin, as we always do, with introductions, beginning with the storyteller who apparently does not love me, Kerr.
I do. I just said I loved a game system, okay?
You said, and I quote, everything you love is in this. I was not in that.
I was talking about the mechanics and stuff. Oh, gosh darn it.
No worries, Kurt.
You will never live that down, at least not today.
And I'm already getting canceled, of course. Anyway, Hi there, everyone. I am Kerr. I am the storyteller. Recently I started streaming on Twitch, so I am 10 away from affiliate. Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Hooray!
Yes, I am the storyteller. I am the one who is here to bring you happy fun times, and you can't cancel me for that. You can't cancel me for that. I will always be here to bring you happy fun times, no matter what.
So, first you say that you don't love me, and then you go and self-promote right off the bat on my channel.
I thought it was okay. Other people do it on the other game.
Well, yes, it is okay.
Do it.
Shame on you, Kerr. Shame.
Well, yeah, but they love me. They're my friends.
I'm not gonna be able to win. I'm just.
No. Who said this was a game?
You dug your grave.
All your efforts to get out of it are just putting you deeper and deeper in.
Do you need a hug? A hug, Kurt? I can give you. I can give you a Quagsire hug.
I'm just gonna go curl up in a corner right now. Don't mind me.
I don't even.
And hi, I'm Tochemay. I play Brussel the Bulbasaur, the poison grass type.
Hello everyone, I am Razim and I play Hunter, the dark psychic type Mightyena.
And I am Foxfiend. I play Kin, the fire type Vulpix.
I am Merl and I play Midnight, the dark type Zoroark.
Hello, I am Talderis, and I play the dark type Zora of Shade. Did I come through?
Oh, yes,
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
It's off
My
to
bad.
Ken.
Just wait for Shell.
Okay, I was like, wait, hold on, shit.
Hey y'all, this is William Swiftwater Kenku, depending on where you find me. I play the rather currently very tired Grasskin Sandshrew of Shale.
Hello everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'm playing Elvaroda, or Elba for short, the groundwater type Quagsire, who is continuing his kill.
I'm just gonna go curl. I'm just gonna go curl up in a corner right now.
No.
Hey, you
yeah.
got a shout out of it.
And by curl up in a corner, I mean I am going to bring vengeful revenge upon all of you.
Right.
Isn't by
Oh,
definition revenge always vengeful?
Pain, suffering, misery. I will make what I did to a certain mother and child look like. I will make that look like the true happy fun times.
Speaking of happy fun times, I am giving happy fun times to Foxfiend right now.
what did I do? I didn't do anything. I tried to give you hugs.
You did. You did. You were there. You.
Not
You-
even your quack
You
can
all
help.
will suffer. I mean, hi everyone. I love you all. You're my best friends. I love you guys. I'm here to give you joys and happiness and hugs.
No, not the
Oh,
hugs.
the hugs.
Okay, look,
Kerr.
Zim, I gotta ask, why do you date Wound Wound from Dogs in Love 2?
Well, apparently I don't.
I'm sorry, Kerr. I helped.
I mean, apparently, I thought we were, but...
Dispensation.
Tochemay tipped
Tochemay, you get to avoid my vengeance.
Also, I just gotta ask,
Tochemay,
Foxine, what's your
thank you
opinion
very
of my
much.
gift to you?
Thank you very much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed already. And Raharu, thank you as well.
Pal, it is in the right place. Right in front of the fire.
Maybe that means we'll have our first dungeon delve in a way.
Quagsire hugs.
Ah, thank you, Tochemay. Thank you, Raharu.
You're welcome.
If it helps, I made sure to displace a lot of things from it, and I left a hole just for you. Right where the heart goes, because it is empty.
Alright. Tochemay, Brussel, Elva, when I bring my vengeance, I will remember this. You will die
Kerr?
quickly and painlessly.
Doesn't going for revenge require that you were slighted in the first place? I'm pretty sure I'm the one that's been slighted here.
I did nothing wrong!
You said you don't love me.
Said every criminal ever.
Off another path we go.
Intense internal screaming!
A generous bestowal.
Right,
Renan
recap.
L59 tipped $10.
Yes, recap,
Decide
go.
to join in the donation.
Thank you very much for that, Ren. Thank you for supporting the channel, everyone. These games especially help a lot with the rent. Thank you. Alright, recap! Midnight, I think you had the most fun moment last time, so...
Okay, so last time the fight continues. Despite Midnight tries to throw a rock at Marie and it just bounces off of her. She then proceeds to use that rock to pelt. I believe it was Shade or
That was
Shale.
Elba.
Oh, Elba, and knocks him out.
Yep.
The Unga Bunga Rock!
The Unga Booga Rock failed Midnight, but helped Marie.
Much like the Elder Wand, it changes loyalties on a whim.
We proceed to get our butts handed to us by Marie. We get in a few lucky shots here and there until a certain Midnight Lycanroc shows up. It is Clark, and he seems to draw his sights on Midnight, and they end up getting into a scruffle, and Clark takes a huge chunk out of Midnight's cursed flesh because he's still afflicted by the rot of the book.
Duke.
Nom noms.
Tasty nom noms indeed. And in Midnight's efforts to get free from Clark, he ends up inadvertently flirting with Clark.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Inadvertent.
Don't question it. That way lies madness.
Yeah,
More-
that's how Clark finds you hotter.
Yeah. The more you struggle, the more he finds you attractive.
I was talking about the insanity, but that too.
The fight continues a bit more until Clark takes enough damage to where he loses his concentration. Apparently, he was the one that had resurrected and was controlling Marie, because as soon as he leaves, Marie and the baby drop once again. Cleanup operations ensue. Or before Clark leaves, he reveals that to Shade, who asks where Ashton is, that he is in Moonhold. He was right under our noses the whole time.
Was it Clark who did that? That's a different person, who I'm sure trusts Shade very much right now.
Yes.
In the afterlife.
Hashtag
Uh-huh.
sorry, not sorry.
Uh-huh. Anyway, cleanup operations ensue as we mop up the remaining necromancers who either flee or are burned. And we make plans to head to Moonhold to take the fight there.
You forgot to mention that Hunter trapped Mary inside a shadow labyrinth.
Over and over and over again.
Yes. Hunter attempted to, in an effort to try to get us to focus on the necromancers, decided to try to trap Marie in a shadow labyrinth. And it worked for one round, and then Marie decided she had enough and busted out of the labyrinth.
It was just thick enough that she couldn't go out of it in a single touchdown.
Yeah.
Mouse, for the most part, didn't really follow lead.
To be fair,
Very
weren't you
true,
supposed to be
Mage.
busy being getting mauled by baby?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I do believe that Hunter mentioned after the fight with Marie that he would leave Marie's corpse for Kim to burn it away, even though Kim was in the last session.
Yeah,
I
it
believe
sort
it.
of like a holding point thing.
Yeah.
But hey, Wolf Mage brings up a good point. Don't worry about Wolf Mage. Don't worry about it. I'm sure nothing bad came up from that.
Okay,
To be fair,
well,
nothing says that this was explicitly armory. There was a portal to another world that just got open. They could have went and killed her.
Oh no.
well,
That
we've
is
got
true.
some fan art to share. So this one comes from Ido.
Oh.
Baby.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Very nice
All the
indeed.
All the eyes.
And then we've got this one from Raijin.
All of the babies.
Aww.
Look at all of the babies.
This is after we discovered Marie's body.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means that's
Sad.
not even actually Hunter, which is... Well...
This is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not in
The suffering, the pain. Feed me.
My
Alright,
God.
Don't worry, Shade is still pictured here.
It's funny to think about.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. That picture is really, really good, though.
It is. I love it. Thank you, Ryan.
Hey, Virus, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is fine, Virus.
So yeah, off to you, Kerr. Set the scene and stuff.
Why is everyone saying cancel, Kerr? I haven't even done anything worth canceling yet.
Oh, also, just to buy Kerr a tiny bit of time to recover, don't forget that Shade found a necromancer that was still alive and extorted, patching up their bleeding wounds in exchange for being told where Ashton was. Then proceeded to have the demon in his bag do whatever the hell it wanted to that guy because he only promised he'd stop the bleeding, not that he'd protect him.
Indeed.
Yep.
That's what you did, Kerr. Quote 138.
It has been immortalized.
Anyways, gonna get this on the road, you know?
I think Kerr's broken.
I gave him time to recover. How dare he break?
Kerr, are you mute? Oh, there you
No,
are.
I was letting you guys talk for a second as I was getting my notes and everything ready. So, you have successfully driven back the necromancers. You have successfully saved this town and its people. And then you got to learn that there may be a cult in Moonhold.
Ah.
But hey, I'm sure everything is fine. Everything is totally fine, right? Right? Why does things not feel fine anymore?
Moonhold is perfectly capable of defending itself, right?
Maybe from the outside, but from within, from a necromantic cult, maybe not. Shade wants to teleport back there as fast as possible.
There are some teleporters who are there. They would be happy to assist you if you wish.
Cool. We have ourselves an entire army to bring home. How much of the army survived?
Pretty much all of them. They were dealing with the smaller undead, while you guys were dealing with the ones that were actually like dangerous.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
And what you guys did basically helped to make sure the casualties were kept to a minimum. So you guys did very well there. All right, so could you guys want to teleport back immediately then?
We have any other business here?
Just right now, it's just the civilians coming back and trying to see what was busted up and what survived.
I suggest we leave a token garrison here to assist with the cleanup.
Oh yeah, honestly, we should probably put, like, everyone in quarantine.
I mean, there's still bonfires of holy fires around the place. So,
Well, yeah, but counterpoint, and hear me out here. Should still probably make sure that it doesn't spread through everyone before it activates, because it could be slow acting.
right.
Hey, Midnight, could you give me another willpower roll, please? Integrity roll.
Okie dokie.
Who
Good luck,
wants to
Midnight.
convert the entire town?
Let's see how he's been doing with holding back the corruption.
Yeah, thanks, Tal. I'm having flashbacks to Warcraft 3 and the grain silos.
Look, I'm just bringing up some points here.
You're not entirely wrong.
4.
God damn it! Why? Why do you have to roll so well?
Behold the iron mind.
You,
The inner machinations of his mind is an enigma.
Even to me.
Midnight, you are you're fairly safe, but why is everyone fretting over the holy infections? They're gifts, right? But I guess if they don't want it,
If they don't want it, they don't have to have it.
all right. So, Shay, did you want to try to quarantine people?
I mean, he's not gonna do it. He's just gonna tell the remaining token force to go quarantine people.
Okay.
What is he gonna do? He's teleporting out of here in like 10 seconds.
yeah.
All right. Could I have each of you please roll a d10?
I see that me and Foxfiend combined powers to do the funny.
6, 7, 6. Damn.
A lot
That
of
was
sixes.
almost the number of the fish.
I mean, Shade, we don't have that sort of relationship.
No, but it is the funny.
Okay, one moment, I completely forgot to get into Fantasy Grounds. Sorry about that.
At least not yet.
Oh my.
All right, checking my thingy thing.
I like how Hunter's the only one who rolled on the bottom half of the dice.
Midnight did as well.
Midnight, Brussel, could you guys both re-roll for me?
What, not me?
Nope, not you.
Goodness gracious.
Brussel rolls.
There we go.
Rolls a 10.
And I'm now tied with Hunter.
Midnight, roll another dice for me. Roll it again.
Roll it again.
Mhm.
There.
Hi.
Roll it again, Midnight.
What's gonna have
You
a
need a
unique
number
number?
that's unique.
Roll
Again.
it again. 6. Is there something you need to
Again.
It's still not
There's
unique!
already
Again.
7.
There's already a
Play it
seven.
again, Sam.
I'm 7. Do it again.
Alright. What numbers are actually available?
Nope.
6.
Roll it again.
I think. I think
Seven.
that was,
Oh, that one's available.
yeah, 4 is unique. Yes, there we go.
4 is available.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
I am.
Why'd you need us all to have a unique number?
Don't worry about it.
Of course.
Okay.
I feel
Don't worry
teleporting
about it.
shenanigans are fixing to occur.
Why do you think teleporting shenanigans might occur?
Because
Hey,
last
roll a
time?
die as we're about
Hold
to
on, wait.
teleport.
Guys, I just have to remind you that even on a D10, I'm not safe. I still roll the fucking 6.
6 just seems to be your number.
As you guys begin to teleport,
Of course.
midnight, you can hear the song of the angels.
Oh god.
Awesome. The necromancers are interfering with the transport.
Hey, I thought you guys dealt with the necromancers.
Oh, we never said we
That
done
might be more.
We-
all.
crap.
Dealt with
We
them
did run them
by
off.
running them off. We didn't actually defeat them.
So, hey, Shade.
Yes.
Hey, I just thought I might want to let you know. Oh, too late. I'm sure we'll be fine. As all of you feel a sudden jerking sensation. As
That's not.
no, that's not good.
Is do you feel the same thing coming in?
It's very similar to the presence that kind of separated you into the swamp.
Oh, not again.
More crap.
As you each arrive in what looks to be an underground area. Each of you are in a different location, so I'll go through the spot that you arrived at separately. So Brussel rolled the 10. Brussel rolled the 10.
Right.
I am absolutely terrified by this.
It's gonna be fine.
Fine, everything will be.
I feel like we don't know the meaning of those words.
Or they are the opposite of what they actually mean.
Don't worry, I didn't follow the instructions on the note.
As Brussel, you appear in what looks to be like a makeshift little throne room. And you see a very familiar lichen croc sitting on
Kerr. Lichen rock.
Lichen rock. Sorry.
It's a new running joke now. Is that Kirk can't pronounce Lichen Rock?
Lichen croc.
Destined to Raijin. Right.
Hey, Raijin, I know you like teeth, so can you give Kerr new teeth? Because I think his mouth is malfunctioning.
I do like the idea of a lichen croc though. Lichen croc with a big old croc snout.
It's Kerr's own creation. His contribution to the Pokemon lore.
So I see Rex is here.
He is currently sitting on a little throne. Not like you would normally be sitting on it. He is sitting basically sideways with his legs up on one of the armrests and his back up against the other one. And it looks like he's working on a Rubik's Cube at the moment. And then when Brussel just pops in, he kind of just jumps, looks over, is like, wait. What are you doing here? How did you get here? Why are you here? Wait. Huh? Wait, hold on. Do you like Rubik's Cubes?
That's an interesting little cube.
I'm trying to solve it, and it doesn't want to be solved. And I can't do my normal thing like take it apart. But yeah, how'd you get here? Why are you here? Do you want to come join us? Do you taste good? Do you actually taste like plants, or do you taste like meat? Or are you like one of those like plant-based meats that you wouldn't even believe isn't meat? I'm just kind of curious, is all.
I don't think I understand the problem that I'm here.
Well, wait. Were you trying to? Wait. Why didn't everyone tell me? God damn it! And that's why he went off without telling me. God, I am going to have words with him. Oh, host things, right? Good impression. We have burgers and French fries, and sandwiches and hot dogs. If you want some food.
So where am I?
You are in the great and powerful secret labyrinthos. Actually, that's what I call it. It sounds way cooler than, the sewers and underground areas underneath the city. Labyrinthos. Sounds way cooler.
So all I need to do is go up from here. Okay.
Wait. Hang on. I mean, you just showed up here like, whoosh. I mean, like, this is like epicness here. Like, epic scene. So, here's what we do. I will look at you dramatically and stand up. And then you look at me dramatically. And I'll call one of my artists in. They can do a quick sketch, and then we can get a full picture made of it. And then it can be like this epic moment of like the hero about to face the villain, and it'll be cool. And like I bet we could make a lot of money off of it.
Oh, the standoff.
Oh, I could even get some music people here. I'm sure I could find some cultists who like music, and then we can have like an epic like band going in the background off scene, so we can have some cool music going about as we're doing our face off, and also help pass the time while the sketch is getting done. So we're not bored out of our minds.
I like
And
the way.
take a vine and pushing his chin up into the air, just like this.
Yeah, just like this. You're really good at this.
I really like the way Clark is thinking right now.
So, do you like chess? Do you know how to play chess? Does chess exist here? Why haven't I asked that before? Because I figure your friends are going to be on their way here, and, this is, like, the main big chamber, so, like, they have to overcome whatever issues they've got going on, or whatever. Look, I don't know what's going on, okay? Ashton didn't tell me anything, and just, like, left me here, and so did Clark. Sorry, wrong person. I'm me, me. But it's like, I don't know.
So you're just a puppet in this game.
I am not. I am just, I do my own thing. I like to think that I am a free spirit. I eat who I want. I kill who I want. I am completely undiscriminate about it. I kill everyone equally.
So you haven't taken care of the other people, though.
Which people?
The ones who are telling you what to do.
Well, I mean, they're not that bad, demon worshippers, things like that. I mean, it's not that bad. They're a bit crazy, a little bit annoying, I mean, if one really drives me nuts, I might rip their head off or something, but you know how it can be when you just are just pushed over the edge and they just annoying you and annoying you and annoying you with all these little things that just don't matter, and they don't see the big picture, and they get in the way of your shows, and it's just like, well, next thing you know, their head is off and the room's covered in blood, and you don't know how it happened.
But you're the one on the throne right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's comfy, and I figured someone had to keep it warm in case, something happened. So I figured, hey, I can do that. It's easy. And then you showed up. So, hi, welcome. I am Lord of Labyrinthos. I really like that word. Labyrinthos.
So what do I get for getting to the center of the lab?
He pauses for a moment. Thinks. Hang on, 1 second. He walks over to one of the doors and opens it. Hey. Starts whispering. Okay, 1 second. And a moment later,
and a moment later, I'm sitting on the throne.
Hey, that's my throne.
Somebody has to keep it warm, like you said.
True. And if you're sitting on the throne, that means I can go off and do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Take that! Take that, Ashton. I am not going to be stuck here. I will get to go do happy fun time things with people.
Oh no.
Have fun.
Oh, before I forget, as he walks over and he puts a little plush badger on the side of the throne, basically on one of the armrests. This is your prize for making it here first.
Sure.
Thank you.
Wait, if you're here, that means midnight might be here.
Oh no.
You watch the throne. Just don't break anything, okay? I'll see you later. If Ashton comes by, let him know that I tried to kill you. Same old. I have a. Let me go find Midnight.
The general rivalry things. Got it.
Of course. Yep. As he goes taking off down one of the halls. Swoogity! I am coming for your booty, Midnight!
Somewhere, Midnight just grimaces. It's like, I don't know why. I just feel weird.
Midnight suddenly feels a shiver down his spine, and maybe he sneezed.
As things are going to plan.
Brussel, just as planned.
All according to Keikaku. Keikaku gets planned.
Let's see. Hunter!
Oh boy.
Hunter, you have appeared in a bustling room. You can smell what smells like very delicious food. You can see all manner of Pokemon walking around. Most of them are in a sort of little uniform with the cult symbol on the arm. But it looks like, this looks like a meal hall that you've ended up in.
Okay. Shadows.
Yes.
He's just gonna push everything against the walls with shadows and look for a way out.
You can hear cries and like, what's going on? What? You can see a door. As you hear some of them yell, "Hey, new guy, stop it! We're trying to have lunch."
Nope, slamming them all against the walls. Going through the door.
Okay,
Pitch blackness. Well, for them.
noted.
Just imagining a distant, my cabbages.
My cabbages! All right. Okay, that's not going to have consequences at all. Noted as you take off into the tunnels. Let's. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Hey, Kin.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
Flash. You feel nice hot water washing over you. Nice clean hot water washing over you. The smell of steam filling the air, and you can see 24 Pokemon around you in the showers, cleaning themselves, and some of them kind of pause when you just seem to appear out of nowhere.
In the communal shower.
Oh. Hey. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I seem to have been misplaced. Anyone can any of you direct me towards the nearest set of undead or necromancers?
Hi. A little sand shrew waves.
Hi. And what is your name?
I'm Sandy.
Sandy, nice to meet you, Sandy. I'm Kim.
How are you doing?
Oh, alright, except my teleport got absolutely misplaced, and so I'm here instead of where I was supposed to be.
Oof. I'm sorry about that. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm supposed to be helping fight a bunch of necromancers and undead, I think. All right, out of character. What was the plan?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, we were just going to like teleport there
Back
and
to
then
town.
figure out what's going on. We were just going back to town.
Yeah, we're going to town.
Oh,
Yeah, we knew
right,
Ashton
because Ashton the demon was supposed to be back at town.
in one of the
Okay,
temples, yes.
yeah. Okay, back in character. Sandy, you wouldn't happen to know a person named Ashton, would you?
Oh
Or
yeah.
where I might find them? Oh, good. Could you direct me to them?
Oh yeah, of course. Once I finish up with my shower, I need to get cleaned up and everything.
Cool. And the sooner the better. It is rather important that I go see them.
I'm sure we'll make it in time. Don't worry. I think he's doing some stuff first. But I haven't really heard too much. He said he was really excited for something later today, but he's a little bit crazy, but we don't really talk about it.
He is a little bit crazy, yes.
Clark is way crazier than Ashton, though.
Right. You might also need to talk to him.
As he says that, you see Clark go zooming down past the door to the showers, and you hear him yelling at the top of his lungs, "Midnight, my sweet! I am coming for that booty! Prepare yourself, you delicious treat!"
Right.
More shivers.
I'll leave Midnight that one. He can deal with that.
Everyone just watches as he just zooms by, and then just goes back to their showering. Like, oh yeah, yep, that's normal.
Just priestess, you get used to it. Look.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's
It's
just
that
make this quick, though.
long-suffering look. So, what do you do here?
I'm new, in the sense that I'm not actually part of the cult. Rather, the cult might consider me a little bit of an antagonist, even. You know, a little friendly rivalry sort of thing, anti-undead stuff. You know.
Well, so maybe I can interest you. See, I'm working on a new treatise of the uses for mindless undead when it comes to basically manual labor and how it is safer and more effective to employ undead to do it than for living people to have to actually do it.
Sandy is pioneering the Undestrial Revolution. Let's go, Sandy. Let's go. The Undestrial Revolution is here.
Oh,
Well,
I am all for the safety of lives and of the living.
So here's how it works. I've been pushing forward some plans because when you have heavy manual labor jobs, you can get real big issues with like joints, bones, and back issues, all those sorts of things. But you
Alright.
also get the part of heavy manual labor can exhaust people, and it can slow down productivity then if you have to keep pulling them off and replacing them with new people to keep the job going. So it costs more, it hurts people, not very effective, not very efficient at all. However, if you employ mindless undead, like say the skeletons or bodies of those who have died, not the souls or the minds or anything like that, just the bodies, and you use the bodies basically as a source of free labor. You use the bodies to do the work that a normal person wouldn't be able to do. You'll be able to be way more efficient, and it will be way safer because if the body gets damaged, either you can just fix it or you can lay it to rest and get new bodies once, people pass away. They also don't get tired. They don't care about injuries or anything. They just will do the work, and you can get stuff done probably in half or even a third of the time, based on my estimates.
All right, I can see the usefulness there. However, there's a couple of questions. One, what if someone doesn't wish for them or their loved ones to be their bodies to be used for this? Do you consider consent important in this sort of thing?
I believe for this, as the bodies they would technically be property. I would consider them to be property of the families that they belong to. Therefore, I believe that if the family is willing to offer up the corpse, or if the corpse is donated, such as before the person dies, they wish to do this to give another service to their community, that some of the proceeds for the projects that their corpse is used for should be given to that family in order to support them. Because, they're still technically working a job, but they don't need money. They're dead.
Okay, I can see that. However, you did mention that these undead would be mindless. What about situations where you need people with skills and training for the positions? You can't. You're not going to be able to replace all the dangerous work. Or is there?
In that case, what we would do is we would train the necromancers themselves in the skills, and the necromancers would then be able to part those skills that they themselves are able to do to the bodies. And if it is a job that requires heavy work, there are spells that you can learn that will allow you to take direct control over the body. Therefore, you can almost use the body like a secondary. It would be like he kind of pauses and thinks for a moment.
Like you're piloting another.
Yes. That way, if anything goes wrong, say you have to climb up high for building a building, or you are working on a system that is delicate but dangerous. If anything goes wrong, the body takes it, but the actual person doing the work and who has all of that skill and knowledge is perfectly safe then.
Okay. Um. Cool. You know what?
Again,
I see. I see what you're saying. I see that you may have some potential in that. However, there's also the corrupting influence that necromancy tends to have.
Well, in this case, I've found in my experiments that the corruptive influence can be mitigated by simply not interacting with the souls or the spirits. That is where I find enforcing your will over another being tends to lead to insanity, corruption, and other very, very nasty things. But when it comes to a simple reanimation spell, isn't that much difficult than, say, flicking a light switch? It's more about just creating an animating force within the body in order to make it function. Almost like taking like two electric wires and plugging them in and then letting the energy just kind of run through the body and letting it do what you're then telling it to do.
Okay. And all right. And how do you feel about your current leaders in this cult of yours or religion of yours that you're?
Well, I'm not really one of like the super big followers, honestly, but like to be fair, like some of the things they're talking about, like wanting to save the world and stuff, it's like with all the fighting and such that's going on, how much information is being lost? How many skills are being lost to senseless warfare? It's like, God, it's so wasteful.
Oh,
It's like,
absolutely, it's wasteful. It'd be best if the fighting could be ended quickly, but you've seen some of your leadership. They're not all. And I do the whole crazy motion. Not all there.
However, they do have the greatest libraries when it comes to necromantic teachings, and if I want to forward my research, well, they were some of the only people who were willing to take it. So I didn't really have much of a choice if I wanted to continue my research and to figure out a way to make this viable for the good of all communities.
I can see where you're coming from there, because especially since this sort of research would kind of be looked down upon, frowned upon. Generally, it's not something that's going to catch on real easy because, ooh, the undead, scary, filthy, decaying.
The decaying can be taken care of very easily. All you have to do is embalm the bodies with some preservatives, and you can deal with that. Again, the smell can also be taken care of or masked, either through sorcery or with very common materials. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
As long as you put in the work and effort to do so, it's not that hard to do it. But I can understand. But when you think about it, when someone dies, the corpse, the body, isn't being used anymore. The person themselves, their soul, has already left. Therefore,
Right.
all we're doing is throwing it into the ground and it becomes fertilizer. I mean, when you put it down to what we're doing, it is literally leaving them as fertilizer. I mean, we could do so much more and let them continue to help their communities.
Hey, Sandy. I can see your heart's in the right place in all this, and maybe there is a future in this sort of research. However, another thing to consider: have you done any research or into what the long-term psychological effects of communities who are seeing their loved ones raised and do this manual labor, what sort of effect that could have on other people?
I have not yet. So far, I've been more just trying to put into the practice of a long-term working with minimal spell power in order to make this viable, which I believe I have solved the issues, but the long-term emotional or psychological consequences have not yet been studied. We would need to find the right community in order to gauge these studies and see what we could do with it.
Right. Perhaps have a separate experimental community where the ideas get tested. And just making sure if say you've put in all this effort for this idea and you come and the researchers of this study indicates that it has a negative effect on the people who are having to work around the undead or are living with the knowledge and possibly seeing their dead loved ones doing this work. If that ends up coming back as having negative results, how would this affect you?
Well,
Would you be all right?
we would need to continue with studies. I'm sure there might be ways that we could mitigate this. Also, I'm sure that there could be some communities where we would get pushback versus other communities that might embrace it. So it could be a long-term project in order to convince people. And perhaps as those few communities that embrace it start to see higher productivity, higher levels of growth versus those who continue to do things in a more old-fashioned way, perhaps you can start seeing those communities start to embrace it as well as they see the benefits of it.
Okay. All right. You might want to bring some of your ideas and findings and research to the castle and court and perhaps see if we can work anything out. But that'll have to be after we deal with the whole current necromancer issue where your leadership's dealing with more than just undead, more than just undead bodies, but possibly not just probably souls and demons.
He nods.
Yeah, and that is actually in part why I'm here, to deal with the problematic leadership that's cavorting with demons.
He nods slowly.
Anyways, you said you could help me find the way?
He nods.
Awesome.
And
can we get going?
As you guys head out, let's see. Shale.
Yes.
Shale, do you know where you showed up?
Where?
A library. An underground library, and you can see quite a few other Pokemon walking around.
Well, we're never seeing him again.
Shale, I've died and gone to heaven.
Now, Shale first will grumble to himself about stupid interference. Before looking up. Not really. I mean, after all, he's got his own place to go. Delve through in Sunhome. So,
This is an underground library. Who knows what information could be down
I
here
mean,
that's never seen the light of
that's
day?
actually the first thing he's going to do is he's going to walk up, and if academics would be of good here, and he's going to look over some of the books. If possible, he's going to look over the book spines and see what possibly the library has.
Hey, Shale,
Yeah.
please make an integrity roll for me.
I mean, didn't it? Whatever.
How to
Mind to
cook
body.
stand true.
Make a mind integrity roll for me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do this logically. We'll take this logically, so if that makes sense. 4, 6. Oh, that's the wrong number because I am tired. 3, 4, 5. 3.
All right. Do you want to accept that roll, or do you want to re-roll, or just checking?
It doesn't matter on exhaustion at this point. If that is not enough, am I at risk with it if I don't re-roll?
I will remind people that vigor overcharge exists.
I mean, that would.
You can make your 9s explode, or that 6 count as a success.
Can I do that after the roll?
Yeah. It's the same as
No,
willpower.
that'd be better than using willpower in this point because tried to use both, I ended up going to 2 minus 2. So.
But yeah, it works like willpower, where you can see the results and then go,
Okay, well then I will take the overcharge just to see if that. So I need at this point. So checking to Kerr. I'm not in good shape right now. I need to be pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we'll roll the 10. We'll spend the vigor and roll the two 9s. Okay, and then roll another one. Okay,
Now
so
5, 6, 7, 8.
okay.
All right, now you're okay, Cheryl. As
Okay.
you see one book that almost seems to glow and pulse, and you feel like at one moment you're near the shelves, the next you find yourself starting to reach out for the book before you catch yourself and realize what you're doing.
Jails is just okay. Yeah. No. Don't want to touch. It's this library. Okay. Out of here. Now.
Hey there. Hey.
He slowly looks over.
It's coming from the book.
He turns 180 and looks for the first exit he can find.
Hang on. Where are you going? As you step,
You're not the knowledge I want. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
As you step out of the shelf, you suddenly find yourself facing the direction you just came from.
Oh, God.
There is no escape.
I don't know, just walking backwards.
Hey, come on. It's not often I get someone who's so interested in knowledge here. What do you say? Would you mind a jailbreak?
No. Wait.
Hey,
a jailbreak? What is that?
Yeah, jailbreak. You help me, I'll help you. Maybe, a little bit.
Oh no.
See,
Shale will walk down a hall and see if it actually wraps around.
When you step out, you step right back into that shelving area. We're still talking. Look, I'm not a part of these filthy death worshippers. I just got locked up. I want to see this cult crash and burn.
Oh, so you're part of the Rainbow Nuts.
Hey, rainbows are really pretty. Thank you very much.
I wasn't saying against rainbows, but I don't. But after what they said, what they caused, I don't think I don't I have I don't what they caused. I don't have any better trust. Sorry, you're gonna find somebody else. Let's look up some. Let me look at my pack for a second.
You might need my help. And I'd be more than willing to help out someone who got me out of here.
Hmm. Feel like the best chance here. Attempt a mind logic perception roll. I think science. I would say science, but this is more trying to find what what is
The enchantment.
well, not so much the enchantment as what stands out, I guess, outside of the books. So I'll try a mind logic and enchant in perception to try to find what doesn't fit the logic of this place.
Go for it.
24. I think that's all the dice. Yeah, because I'm still -1. Oh, well, that works anyway.
Tens are your friend.
All of
Yeah.
the tens.
Oh, that didn't roll on. Oh no, it did. That one didn't. Can't remember just drop it on the thing. Okay, so that's 8.
You start to realize that it's not that reality is being warped, it's more your perception of it is kind of being nudged. So where you think that you're going the right way, your perception is being twisted, so you think that it's all wrong. Well, really, it's just like the way you're seeing things.
You're not actually walking anywhere.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
No. I think the right way to do this, at least in my head, would be he's going to try to walk in a scientific sense. He was whatever his mind is thinking. If it doesn't fit where he's going scientifically, then that's not the right way. The right way would be the way it looks like it. The way it looks like it would be, where you're supposed. The right way is the way that makes sense.
So put one foot in front of the other.
Walk with your mind, not with your eyes.
Trying with a mind logic science roll in this case.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, and that's with the penalty still. Okay, roll. Yeah. We'll at least try to soul boost before we try to get into deeper penalties. That would be crap. That's well. That is a 1.
1 minus, I mean, 1's better than 0.
Yeah.
This is true.
Probably still end up back in front of that bookcase, though.
Well, yeah, I'm not re-rolling it yet. If I have to retry, I'll retry, but does that get me anywhere?
Yes, you start to figure out exactly how you would be able to get out of this if you really wanted to.
Okay. Alright, follow the path that I've set that fits the logic.
You could do it, Shell.
And not shut out the stupid thing trying to beckon me because it doesn't fit the logic either.
Give me one more integrity roll.
Okay. Oh, too many dice. Take the 5. Okay, we will, yeah. Well, no, we will. So rolling for the 10 first. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna keep one of them then. I will use my other soul. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, which means I probably need a willpower that, even though I'm gonna be even deeper penalties.
It is up to you.
A book talked at Shell, and Shell immediately was
Yeah,
like, "Nope,
we're gonna re-roll
get it out of here."
I'm so tired, and I'm gonna be so not getting out of these penalties anytime soon. Okay, that's better. Get my soul boost back, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fuck this book, I'm out. Fuck this book, I'm out. Fuck this book, oh fuck this book, oh fuck this book, I'm out.
Just gonna nope right on out of here.
I hope I get to sleep for a while after all this.
Well, you haven't tried telling the book no.
I did.
Just say no.
No, as you just start out, it's like, I'm just so tired of this. I am so done with all of this. As you see a figure go sprinting by through the doorways, yelling, "Midnight, my tasty snack! I am coming for that booty! Prepare yourself!"
Even more shivers.
Dear. Well, at least he didn't see me. Anyway, he starts trying to figure his way out of here.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe I should call. I can find midnight before our clock doesn't tell me.
As Shade.
Yes.
You appeared in what looks to be a private, almost like a bedchamber.
He's gonna look around a little bit and just kind of mumble, "I think we need to pay for better teleporters."
As you hear a voice come from behind you. Well, good help is hard to find, wouldn't you say?
God damn it, Raijin.
Oh boy. What timing? What did Raijin do?
I am very curious to see what Raijin did.
It's the lightning croc. Yes.
Oh. Liking Croc is real.
I love it.
Liking Croc can hurt you.
I love it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Lightning
Baby.
Croc's not real. They can't hurt you. Lightning Croc.
Liking Croc just wants to give you hugs.
No hugs.
Hugs!
No!
And someone's having flashbacks to a certain beware.
Mm-hmm. Midnight has PTSD from hugs.
Why don't you like hugs?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, get good, scrub.
I mean, fair. If I got good, maybe I wouldn't have been suplex hugged.
Into the dirt where you belong, peasant. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, you're going on a little bit of a power trip there, Kirk.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no power trip here.
Speaking of
Sure.
power trips, Shane's gonna look at who the fuck just talked to him from behind him.
As you see Ashton sitting in a chair, reading what looks to be a book.
Oh, he's going to grin. Hey, ignore everything I just said. I'm going to pay them more. Ashton, buddy, friend, pal, just the guy I was looking for.
Hey. How are you doing?
Nice room, nice room. He's gonna look over at the door.
It's on the other side of the room.
Oh no, like just to see if it happened to be trapped.
Doesn't look like it.
You know, it's a shame. I was gonna look to I was gonna look to try and, you know, break in, make a ruckus, have you try and come by, and then run it back a bit. You know, put some explosives on the other side of a door. Have some fun, like old times, you know.
That's so?
Just a little bit. I mean, you know, gotta have a little bit of fun. I mean, not like a simple explosive would really matter that much in this world, now would it?
He nods slightly.
So, an Infernape, this world.
Mm-hmm. He nods.
You know, I do happen to think that we all got some quite fitting things. I mean, Clark, I don't know all the available Pokemon, but considering what he got, considering Cannibal, what looks kind of similar to a werewolf, pretty fitting. I mean,
nods.
You know, he was a cannibal far before he came here. And then there's me, you know, I got a fox. Pretty fitting, I would say. Although I'm pretty sure that there'd be certain people disappointed I didn't get a snake of some kind.
Although you always did, just you never really lied to them.
Fair. And then look at what you got, Ashton. An ape.
So?
Well, considering how much you always seem to love copying others, wouldn't you say it's very fitting that you got an ape this time, considering all the time you spent aping others?
I feel like I want to punch you in the face.
Oh, come on. Do you really think that's going to do anything?
No, but it might make me feel a little bit better.
I mean, look at you. You even aped a death cult.
And?
Oh, you know, it's just... You really seem to just love copying what I always did, but just a little bit worse every time.
Yeah, I'm really feeling the urge to punch you right now. I have done plenty, thank you very much.
And look at what you get for it. A nice, base. Where are we? I know you were in a temple of some kind.
Underneath the town.
Oh, the sewers. You have a nice base in the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Doing well for yourself there, Ashton.
Intense glares.
What? You couldn't even afford a nice mansion or something above ground? I mean, how long have you been here? You're a tier 3 evolution. You've had to have been here a while, right?
I have been here, yes.
And the best that you can do right now is a fancy room with some fancy getup in the middle of the sewers. Great
I'm
job.
happy here.
Oh, that's your happy face.
Well, I am dealing with you.
I mean, fair enough. But, I mean, come on. You couldn't manage to get something a bit better than this?
Urge to punch rising.
I mean, look, I promise. I don't have a gun this time. Then again, I'd be surprised if you did. You can always try it out, though. What, you got it hidden in a cane or something? Gonna copy some more ideas from other people?
Poke the bear more.
He is, yes.
Why do I put up with you? Why did I put up with you?
Oh, to be fair, back then I pretended to be a whole lot nicer. Then again, you did also kill me. Then again, I did also kill you, so fair's fair. By the way, when you slumped over, I couldn't quite tell. Were you conscious for much longer, or...?
Yes.
Ah, you heard the song, then.
I just really want to punch you in your face. Really, really hard.
Oh, you don't want to make a deal with me or something instead?
Why would I want to make a deal with you?
Oh, simple. Because I've been here for more than a month, and I already have quite a couple of debts racked up with other people. Of course, them owing to me.
And why should I care about that?
Domino owes me.
Again, and why should I care about that?
Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Ah. Then you should be able to realize that it took me about 2 weeks to finally get something over on Domino. And he kept betting with me.
Oh, now he just sounds like an idiot.
Oh, he is. He can't resist. But, he also decided to give me, pardon the pun, a bit of a monkey's paw.
You know you're not making him sound any smarter, right?
No, but that means I have access to a monkey's paw. And the cursed part of it doesn't activate until I make all 3. I still have all 3 left.
Not helping yourself.
But am I making a case?
For what?
Oh, just, you know. You have your whole thing going on. I could absolutely destroy everything you've built here.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
what's your price for non-interference on this? What are you willing to offer me? I mean,
What do you
after
want?
Oh, if I told you what I wanted, that'd be so simple.
And how is that a bad thing if we're negotiating?
Oh, you see, it'd be a good thing if I was trying to negotiate with you. I'm not trying to negotiate with you. I'm actually just trying to mess with you.
I'm so glad that you're not a dick anymore.
I don't think I'm a psychopath anymore.
I feel like you are.
Oh no, I definitely have those emotions now. It's just, well, I just ignore them. The other me doesn't.
I feel like I'm going to like this other you a lot more than I like you.
Well, you still didn't want to get it within, a pole's reach of him, so. And besides, do you really think he's going to mess with you any less?
Probably not. So, what do you want then?
Oh, what do I want? What do I want? Now, you see, I wanted to have a little bit of a talk with you. Because here's the thing, Ashton. You kind of killed me. And I don't take too kindly to that. And you did say he's sitting in a chair, right?
Yes.
He's going to start walking forward towards him.
He's just watching you.
And Ashton. I did say that I would kill you, right?
He nods.
I mean, I absolutely did. I didn't say I'd stop if you came back to life.
He just nods.
Although, it is a certain amount of iron. I mean, I can't really ambush you in here, but considering you hid in my house last time.
So, is this it? You're just going to be threatening me?
Oh, well, I mean, I could threaten you. Or, I could do this. Arak, would you mind attending to me real quick?
There's no response currently.
Ooh, interesting. Wards, magic, some kind of, shenaniganry?
Oh, yes. Let me totally tell you all of my secrets.
Mm-hmm. Now, you see, I have... Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, yeah, no, that bag... that book is in there. And, he's not going to do much, but he's going to start pulling out the book just a little bit.
You can feel like the book is, like, clenched shut by something.
And how's the demon inside doing?
You can't hear anything.
Well, no, but he is looking inside.
The book is not moving or doing anything currently.
Well, no, but I'm asking about the demon that he keeps inside of his bag.
Oh. There's no sign of that demon right now.
Ooh, interesting. No demons, the book is shut, can't call on Arak. Are we even really in the sewers, Ashton? Come on now.
He just smiles. What? You want me to give away all of my information to you?
Well, no, but It is interesting. He is also going to be, like, you know, while he's just looking inside, he is also going to look at the crystal. And then also passively attempt to use the chair bag.
You cut out there for me?
Oh, he's going to look at the crystal, see if it's active at all, and then he's also going to try and use the chair bag.
The chair bag is not currently working.
And what about the crystal?
The crystal is dim.
But it is still, like, you know, active, or?
You think you might be able to get something out of it? Maybe. Maybe. It would be close, though.
Even if it's just a little bit, he could get this going pretty damn easily. But considering the rest of this, he doesn't know everything that Ashton put in here. So before doing something drastic, he has sharp things inside of his bag, including a dagger. He's going to reach in again and subtly, like, you know, cut himself with the dagger and then try and heal it to see if his healing still works.
Go ahead and roll. Roll integrity for that.
Of which variety?
Body.
Oh, okay then. Body, forceful, integrity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's a couple ones in there, but that's a lot of successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Savion. You are able to heal, though it is much more difficult than you would think it would be.
And for the next trick, he's going to try and basically use just a little bit of projection to try and grab the knife. Is he still able to use his projection?
The projection is not working.
Oh, well, come on. Ashton, that is just no fun. We get to a world full of all of these wonderful powers and you don't want them to be used in the room?
He looks at you. He just stares at you like you're stupid.
Okay, now come on. I am not supposed to be here, and I more than well know that. That means you had this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't involved in this.
Oh, are you using someone else's room too, then?
No, this is my room, but I'm not the one who brought you here.
Oh, no. I mean, you really filled your room with, I don't know, I'm just gonna call it suppressors. When, technically speaking, you're the only one that's supposed to be here.
I'm paranoid. I wonder why.
Oh, come on. Again, I'm not supposed to be here.
Just stares at you.
What? Come on. Can you even use your stuff in here?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Because he did actually answer that on a snap, I'm gonna try and have him insight that.
Go for it.
He's basically just trying to get the man to talk at this point.
Go for it. Go, 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 go.
That is still. I have a soul. I'll make it. Oh, come on. That is just not fair. Do I? Fuck it. I got willpower. I'll just jam that. Fuck that. I refuse.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That was almost another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is more acceptable.
Alright, so what are you looking for exactly?
He instantly said that, yes, he could use his stuff in here, so, he was checking to see if that was true.
Yes, it looks like he was telling the truth.
Sebastian is now kind of pretty glad that that whole, month-long incarceration happened, because it gave him a certain thing, a certain expertise attempting to break through a door. And, but he's not going to do that quite yet. He's going to go over to the bed area and basically just keep, like, talking about random inane shit as he grabs the stuff that he needs. He's gonna feel the sheets.
They are silk soft.
Silken sheets in the middle of a sewer.
He nods.
Come on, you have to see why this is ridiculous, right?
Hey, I wanted some comfort.
I feel like that's achievable by not living in a sewer.
Well, there are certain things that we're doing that people might not like.
What, like, I don't know, filling the entire sewer with necromantic sigils to sacrifice a town?
You're just talking about a good time, honestly.
Well, I didn't say that it wasn't a good time. I said that people might not like it.
Minor details. I find once they're dead, they become much more easygoing.
Well, that would be the necromancy.
I know, it works. So, what do you say? You could work under me for once.
Do I work for the person who killed me, who lives in a sewer with silken sheets, and he's gonna start, like, just pulling the silken sheets a bit.
They are very nice silken sheets.
He is absolutely like what's the ground like? Is it like carpeted?
Yes.
He's gonna drag it over the carpet. Go over, like, are there any spare chairs around?
Yes.
He's gonna grab one, just like drag it a bit, and go, look at all of this stuff that you have. I mean, come on, man. You're living in a sewer. And look, I know that you're claiming it's because of the things that you do. You can teleport in this world. You could live in a nice fancy place in the middle of nowhere and use teleportation, yet you're choosing to live in the sewers.
And?
I mean, you gotta see why this is ridiculous, right? And he's going
Not
back towards
really.
the middle of the room.
Not really. I think it's fine.
Any of the rest of us not see where this is going, or is it just me?
Oh, don't worry. He's literally just saying shit to buy time as he prepares something. This entire branch of conversation has no purpose. It's getting
Okay.
Ashton to respond.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
I mean, okay, look. I got your sheets right here. Do you wanna bundle up in your nice fancy chair? Here, take the sheet. And he's gonna like kind of throw the sheet over at Ashton. And but he does want to throw it in a way that is intentionally like covering as much like visual as possible.
Okay. He lets
Which...
out a grunt as he tries to cover it, as he tries to pull it off of his eyes.
Oh no, don't worry, I'm not done. I'm just wondering if you want me to roll a subterfuge check first, or if you're just gonna let me do that.
Go ahead and roll subterfuge.
That was almost another 10. 1, 2, 4.
That would be enough.
All right. As Ashton's visual of him is blinded, he's going to throw the chair at him as quickly as he can from behind the sheet and effectively start trying to charge, like shoulder check the door open.
Roll to see if you can bust down that door. I think that would be an athletics roll.
It would be, unless you want me to roll damage. Now, remind you, remember from the beginning how I gave Shade a massively, leveled up strike because of his situation?
Mm.
Strike isn't a move. He could still strike.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want me to roll strike damage on the door to try and knock it down.
No, this will be an athletics roll to see if you can just, since you're trying to shoulder check it, just try to burst it down.
All right. Do you want me to roll for the chair throw, or is that just gonna happen?
That'll just happen.
All right. Ashton, thank you for letting him just talk for so long as I then proceed to roll so many ones. I have that soul back. Let's see what that rolls. No, I'm willing that. I got another will. Wow. Game hate me.
You have angered Game Kun.
I don't have any 9s. I will. What'd you say?
You can reuse the soul since you did willpower after.
No, that's what I did. That's that extra dice.
Right. That's what the extra
1,
die is.
2.
Okay.
So now it's to a 3. I'm gonna vigor just to get that to a 4.
Okay. You are able to hit the door and burst it open.
That it wasn't locked.
Does he feel access to his stuff at all?
Yes, you do feel it come back.
Lamau.
Also, when you do, let's see. My friend, you do also hear something coming.
Hey!
Oh my.
As he hears that, because he has access to his stuff again, I'm basically going to have him do that exsanguinate combo again. basically just breaking his body and then healing it back up to get his
Okay.
buff.
As Shade, as you're doing that, you see, you see, you see, you see Clark go zooming by. I can smell you, Midnight. Don't worry, I'm almost there.
You have fun with that, Clark. I'm busy pissing off Ashton.
Go fuck yourself, Shade, and do that in the most fun way possible.
So do you want an arm or a leg from him?
Yes.
Clark.
And I think now is the time we move to the sweet, sweet baby.
Which one?
Which...
Yeah,
there's
you
only
kind of
Midnight.
consider all of them.
Hello.
Midnight, you are in. You're actually not sure where you are.
The sweet, sweet baby. I don't think Cobalt's here.
What?
Also, I just put it in chat, but I'm just gonna say it out loud. Shade used blather. It was super effective.
I am in a space.
I'm checking my notes real quick.
To check. Thank you. I do things for the tip.
Does that-
The 690 tip.
Cool. Does that space at least have a floor? Or are you
Yes.
free falling right now?
It does have a floor.
My feet are firmly planted.
Whee! Splat.
Does it have
Ow.
4 walls?
Yes.
It's-
Does it have a ceiling?
Midnight, you look to be in a bedroom.
Oh no.
And all around you, you can see what looks to be images of yourself painted on the walls. And is that blood?
Oh
That might be blood.
How do you get blue blood? Clark, you invented bastard.
Did I end up in Clark's bedroom?
Sounds like it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I gotta
you
get
can
out of
also
here.
see-
Hide
You can also
fast.
see. You can also see what looks to be some body parts half eaten, just kind of laying around too.
Midnight is going to get the fuck out of Dodge.
So you're gonna head towards the door.
Yes.
Okay. 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 Midnight. As you open the door, you see Clark leaning against the door frame. One hand, his head resting against one hand as looks like he's almost posing there as he smiles at you. Hello, Midnight. Come here often. If you wanted into my room, all you had to do was ask.
Hey, Clark, long time no see. Midnight starts backing up.
You know what I literally just imagined in my head with that? Midnight just staring for a second before very slowly shutting the door.
Also, literally joined like an hour ago.
It's like, opens the door, sees him standing there. Clark says his thing. Midnight blinks. It just gently shuts the door, pats the door, and then starts internally panicking.
Dorkun. Dorkun! Protect me, Dorkun!
It's time to begin tunneling with a spoon. Midnight.
Oh no.
Well, midnight. It has only been what, an hour and a half. I know how that can feel like such a long time when you're not in my presence. And for me, it's felt like it's been an eternity since I last saw you. I'm so glad we're on the same wavelength.
Well, oh. Midnight is at a loss for words. He doesn't know what to say.
Worry not, Midnight. You are perfectly safe here. I may only gnaw off a limb or two sometimes, but otherwise you will be perfectly safe, and I shall ensure that you are happy.
Where even are we?
You are in the glorious Labyrinthos! At least that's what I call it. Technically it's just some sewers, but Labyrinthos sounds way cooler.
Yeah, that does sound better than saying, oh, we're in the sewers.
Why are you agreeing with him?
I mean,
I
he
know,
has
right?
a point.
It's like I have been trying to let us change the name for a while. You know, this is one of our headquarters. We should have a cool name. You know, if we're trying to recruit people, you know, it's like, yeah, don't just go into the sewers. You will be entering Labyrinthos. I mean, like, we get people way better that way.
It is sexier than saying that you're in the sewers.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry,
so
I'm not there.
So midnight, come on. We need to head back to the throne room.
What's in the throne room?
Well, I mean, if Ashton catches me not there, he's gonna get really pissed off at me. Plus, one of your friends is keeping the seat warm, and I don't want to keep them. I don't want to keep them, you know, having to do all that work and everything. Scene cuts over to Brussel. Brussel is currently relaxing on the throne, being fanned by two of the cultists. Another one is feeding him grapes.
Easy enough job.
Cuts back
Yes.
to midnight.
Okay, let's head back to the throne room as long as it's not in here.
Russell's just gonna start folding the cult into his mob, into his organization.
Oh no, I can't do that. They are anathema to the cult, to Omerta.
So, as you begin walking, you see Ashton looking over, or Clark looking over at you, Midnight, almost like doggy eyes. So, Midnight, I knew that our love was true. Our love reached across the dimensions and pulled you here to me.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. Midnight kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. I mean, we just met, and we're kind of on opposing sides.
It's star-crossed lovers. It's even better. As you say this, as we're walking by Shale, you walk into the hallway and see them.
Oh, hey, Shell.
T- uh, he-
Hey, Shell, join us. We're heading to the throne room
Head to the throne room.
so we can ambush Clark here. No.
Don't tell him it's a surprise.
Sorry. I'm not there. I'm sorry.
Shale?
Oh, hey, it's the
utterly-
it's the one who got beaten up by the baby.
What's up, Shell?
Not much.
I am regaling Midnight about how our true love reaches across the stars, the very dimensions, to bring us together, even as we may be star-crossed lovers, doomed to be on opposing sides. I shall fight against fate itself for you, Midnight.
Shale raises. takes a breath. I good luck with that, I guess. I will see.
I don't know, Shell. We fought. He nibbled on me. I tried to get away, and now he's attracted to me.
Just as you say that, as you continue walking, this is when Kin and Sandy come walking out.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Oh hey. Oh hey. You seem to have a friend there.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened. It just kind of happened.
It's the kinky Vulpex who is totally into Arceus.
Excuse me, what?
You're the kinky Vulpex who's totally into Arceus. It's
Who said
okay. I
anything
know.
about being kinky.
I mean, if you're into a god, you have to be kinky in some way.
No?
But don't worry, I'm not here to kink shame you. I feel like anyone trying to understand what Clark is saying half the time is doomed to take like 10d10 mental damage.
No, I mean Shade is fine.
So I see what you're saying, but our relationship's not like that.
I mean, of course, Shade is fine. You're a dark type.
Well, I mean, you might need bigger tails if you want to hold them. Wait, could you hold Midnight while I'm nibbling on him?
No,
No.
I don't think Midnight's into the whole cannibalism thing.
Yet.
Yet.
As he says that, that is when, Elva, you end up walking into the hallway.
Look, Clark, just as bad as kink shaming is trying to force your kinks onto someone else.
Midnight's totally into all these things. Or he will be. You know,
When did I
as he's
say
reading the book.
that?
You've been reading the book.
I have. That is true, but I don't see how that would get me into cannibalism.
I mean, once you understand that they're just food once they're dead, I mean, it's just another source of protein.
You know, some people don't see it that way.
They're emergency food rations.
I think Sandy's about to pipe up in this.
Sandy is just being very quiet because no one wants to draw his attention and his insanity.
Fair enough. And,
Anyways,
Elba is
I
Elba
have
is-
the Oh, sorry.
this?
What was that?
What's up?
Elba. You said that the Elba was walking into the scene. Elba
Yes.
is immediately doing a quack glare on Clark the moment he sees him.
He poses dramatically. I.
I hate you.
Anyways,
Tell me more.
I was on my way to
Don't do it, Elba.
see
He's into
Ashley.
that.
What was that, kid?
Anyways, I was on my way to go see Ashton. Have any of you seen Shade, by the way?
Why were you guys just having a casual conversation with this cannibal?
Oh, Elva.
I'm not as sure.
I love this kink. Do me now, man.
Oh dear.
Elba just has a poker face on.
Midnight's gonna go over to Elba and be like, "Thank you so much."
You see Sandy just walk over and just start kind of lightly hitting his head against the wall.
There's 5 of us.
Oh,
We could
I'm
probably
never quite
take
so
him.
comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Okay.
Your
Shale at
Duffings
this
has
point will
purchased
also head in.
25 tabletop cards packs.
Nice. I do. Shale at this point will will head in the direction of Elva as we try to figure out where to go from here.
As
is
at this
Clark.
moment, as they continue going on, you see a little shadow moving.
Oh! Hunter! Hi! I'm assuming the little shadow's Hunter.
Yes.
The gang's almost back together. We're just missing Brussel and Shade. Although I know where Brussel is.
We know where Brussel is, so I suppose that's where we go first.
Sorry, I was slightly distracted. First off, Ido, thank you so much for that purchase. Thank you for supporting the channel and picking up those cards. Also, I was following along a bit. People are gathering back up in the hallway. Where did Hunter come in?
Hunter made it out into the hallway as they were walking by and saw everybody.
Okay.
Remember, this place is a maze, so it seems like all paths have led to this one hallway.
As a, as
Leads
as
to the
as a
throne
people,
room, probably.
as everybody's walking, Elba is just walking backwards so not to break eye contact with Clark as much as he can.
Clark is now looking at you very kinkily, just like he looks at Midnight.
Elba is not reciprocating. He's simply staring him to keep the hole.
I still think he's into that.
Elba gives
Yes.
Elba gives a thumbs up.
And this is what Hunter sees as he arrives.
Oh, hey, Hunter.
In this case, you guys see a little ball of darkness.
I wouldn't exactly say little.
Sure, fair. He is bigger.
And he's also been continuing. It's like a black mass consuming the hallway as he's going.
Nom noms? Nom noms.
A moderate ball of darkness.
What's going on?
Admittedly, I'm not quite sure.
Why are you with him?
You see,
Geographical
universe-
coincidence.
This group may be capable
the universe
of learning after
itself.
all.
The universe itself has dictated that our love is true, and that we have met even in these darkest of times. Well, we don't actually have much lighting down here. We're still working on that. But even in these darkening times, Midnight has appeared in my bedroom, seeking me out.
False midnight face palms.
Ooh,
It's where I ended up in the when we teleported here.
You see, I could try and induce confusion on him, but I don't think that will do anything. I really need to
As
learn
he-
how to silence people verbally with my glare.
As he becomes totally sane and absolutely terrifying. And
So,
is
yeah.
as at this moment, Shade arrives running.
Well, it wasn't really running. It was just more of like a stroll.
Okay. Strolling.
Skipping.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Shade.
Oh,
That's...
Shay, can you?
Hey!
4, 5, 6.
Shay, can you give me a chair?
Yeah, sure. Here you go. And it'll just like chuck a chair over. Okay, so got good news and bad news. Who wants what first?
Start with the bad news.
Bad news. all my moves were turned off inside of Ashton's room.
Oh,
Interesting.
that is bad news. What's the good news?
The good news is that I got to hit him with a chair.
Awesome.
That is good news.
Talking about hitting someone with a chair. Elba is chucking the chair at Clark.
Make your roll.
What kind of roll would that be?
What would it be to use a chair? Because he is not trained in it.
If he is not trained in chair, then it becomes ranged.
Ranged.
Ah. Okay, that's actually useful for me. I'm better in range than I am in marksman.
Probably be a ranged body.
Yeah, ranged body. Okay, a 3.
As he just kind of steps to the side and the chair goes flying. I'm sorry. The only person allowed to hit me with a chair is him. He's the only one who makes it kinky enough.
He better not be pointing at Shade.
Who is he pointing at?
Who is he pointing at?
Kerr?
Her.
He points at Shade. Sorry, I was muted for a second.
Whoops.
I'll give you this one.
I give you this one.
I will give you this one. For not posting the meme. For this otherwise thing.
Anyways, apparently Brussels and in the throne room, since the rest of us are here.
Yes, I need to get back there too beforehand.
Yeah, it's absolutely take us there, and so we can get back together and
How about
things
give
from there.
That's what I'm doing.
Do we need him? Do we actually need him to do that?
I mean, he knows the way. We would just get lost.
We do
I don't know. I
not
feel like I
know
could
the
go through
way.
enough walls.
Elba gives a sigh as he deactivates his glare.
Well, if you ever want to have any fun, Quagsire, I'm sure I would be open to it. We can even have a 4-way.
I am poisoned.
Kinkier.
I think he's into that too.
By the way, just to remind people, I did throw a chair at Ashton. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. I also made fun of him for being an ape, so we might want to get out of here sometime soon.
Did he follow you at all, or?
I don't know, considering that the first thing that I did actually to him was throw his silken sheets at him, then throw the chair behind the sheets while it was still covering his eyes, and then broke his door. So,
How did he fall for that?
I think he was feeling overconfident again because, again, no moves inside of the room except for him. He could still use his moves.
Foolish.
To be fair, when he killed me,
Definitely.
he did stand over me and let me shoot him effectively, so.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
But yeah, no, I just kind of blathered at him and made fun of him for random stuff until I could get out of there, so, he's probably really looking at hurting me right now.
Okay,
Ooh.
then.
Let's finish gathering up our party and get out of here.
Yeah.
And then we can see about actually planning what we're doing next.
I mean, I just kind of figured that since we're here, we're going to burn it down anyway.
Probably.
Not entirely sure if it's a good idea to burn down the sewers. That could cause something bad to happen to the city.
Yeah, but
And-
also consider they're necromancers and they've been in the sewers for who knows how long.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess it would be.
Sure. Have there been any like unholy sigils that we've passed by at all, or
Nothing too much
Just-
that you've seen at all.
nothing has majorly set off my unholiness detection?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay.
Also, I'm totally
Cool.
gonna have to steal that from Ashton, considering, yeah, couldn't even threaten to open up the book inside of his room. I feel like we just need to attach that to Midnight, always.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't just disabling Pokemon. It was also disabling magic. That's it.
Yep, I could still kind of heal him, though, in there, though, so that was neat.
Oh, interesting. Clark,
Yeah,
you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Your healing factor is truly astounding. Astounding. Also, can I ask a question to Clark? Sorry.
Can you give me that again, Kin?
I said, hey, Clark, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You know, Ashton's whole Nullfield room.
He gives a shrug. I don't really pay that much attention to it. I just do what they ask.
I see. Okay.
It'll be. Hey, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Probably.
Don't want to interrupt your little moment with Clark here, Kin. Would you mind passing me one of those grenades?
Oh, sure. Here.
And he's sticking that right into his backpack.
I'm. There's part of me wondering why no one's asked about those sooner, or asked for them sooner.
I mean, she just didn't need one until now. You only had like 4 of them.
Yeah, true.
I'm
true.
sure if Midnight touched any of those grenades, it would have adverse effects on him right now.
Maybe.
Anyways, Clark, throne room.
He nods as he continues leading the way, and before long, you find Brussel resting on the throne, being served by a couple of members of the cults, and also being fed some grapes.
Hey, living it up.
Well, you look like you're enjoying yourself.
Everybody's just.
Sounds about right.
Everybody's just chuckling.
As they enter, Shale's gonna canvass the room. I guess using perception if possible.
Go for it.
Oh, hey Shade, I got you a new chucking chair.
Don't know if I could take that with me.
Nope,
Then again, I already kind of chucked one of Ashton's chairs at him, so there is that.
Oh god, that's not even the correct roll.
Can you only pull chairs out of the bag? You can't put them inside.
Yep, that's. I don't know if we're gonna be doing too much here, but let's see if I get lucky. Ooh, okay. 4.
It is lucky. What is this roll for?
He's trying to basically canvas what's in the room. Maybe there's something that looks shiny or looks like that may be linked to something that's going on down here.
You can see what looks to be an altar with a mirror behind the throne.
Huh.
And noticeably, the mirror is not reflecting the room.
Midnight sees this and is intrigued by the altar.
The altar looks. The altar looks to
Argo
be.
demands much more description.
The altar looks to be about the size of most larger evolved Pokemon. You can see a pair of skulls resting on it with candles burning on top of the skulls. And this is framing the mirror, which is shaped almost like a diamond rather than a normal rectangle. The mirror itself is almost pitch black, and it is not reflecting the room that you guys are in. It is not reflecting basically anything at all, it seems.
So, what? An obsidian mirror with not enough light?
It does look like it's actual glass.
I mean, obsidian's glass.
Midnight's going
It looks
to
like normal glass. It should be normal glass.
Ah, okay.
gonna slowly make his way to the altar to check it out.
And yes, Brussel is right there too on the throne.
Jill will follow slowly behind Midnight, just in case he needs to pull him back for some reason.
Hey, a crazy thought here. Might be bad to look in a fucked up mirror in the middle of a necromancer hideout in the throne room.
Is that mirror radiating evil or corruption in any way?
Yes.
Yes? Do I feel the urge to
Yes.
burn it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, I'm gonna try setting that mirror on fire. It don't feel
Jill will
right.
immediately pull Midnight back, because in case stuff tries to explode when it does so.
Whoa! Midnight is surprised because he was enthralled by the altar.
And I tried lighting it on fire.
As the fire hurts, you can hear what almost sounds like a screech of pain. As Ashton kind of flinches, is like, "Oh, that's not gonna be good."
Oh, you mean Clark?
Yes, Clark. Sorry. And as the flames slowly fade, you see the darkness start to like ripple, almost like liquid, and hands slowly start to force their way through.
Ooh,
Hit
are
it
those
again,
hands
Ken.
also radiating evil.
Yes.
Cool. I start burning them too.
Yeah, hang on. I was going to say, as it begins to force its way through, I think this is a good spot to end this session, because we will be moving into combat.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh crap! I
Burn.
am -2. This is gonna be fun.
Hey, you tried to burn the mirror.
The whole week,
Yeah.
Fox Fiend is going to be but burn.
Fox
Burn.
is just walking through their normal life, just stops, looks out the window, but burn.
He'll be-
I haven't been here for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I need more stuff to burn.
You're about to get more stuff to burn.
That was
You
the
just
right
gotta
answer.
wait a week.
You just have to wait.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to wait another week to burn stuff.
Burn to the ground.
Ah.
Just go outside and burn some leaves. You'll be fine. It'll tide you over till next Friday.
Don't worry, there's
Meanwhile,
always
me
sewer gases
sitting
that
here
can
with-
burn.
Meanwhile, me sitting here with a candle that I keep, blowing out, lighting again, blowing out, lighting again, because fire is fun.
Fire
It
is
is fun.
So anyways, thank you everybody for joining us today for The Last Hope Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, whether it is financial or just with your time. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or using our Humble Bundle partner link, which currently there is a nice little music bundle on there, as well as you also have the Monster Hunter Rise and World, as well as their DLCs available on there. So you can pick those up and support the channel. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later, everyone.